Shalom, which means peace. The selection of songs you're about to hear are sung in the ancient tongue of Hebrew, Lashawan Kodash, which means the holy tongue. For our forefathers told us in their writings that the things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them. And not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference when they are spoken in their own language. Kwam lama al yasha Allah, which means to rise, O Israel, and prepare to hear the words of the Most High sung in the ancient tongue of Hebrew. For this is the tongue of the children of Israel. And when you search throughout the scriptures, all the original texts were written in the language of Hebrew and describe our forefathers and the children of Israel. As it says in the Songs of Solomon, Ani Shakur, I am black. As it also says in the book of Revelations, as it describes our Lord and Savior, who you call Jesus Christ, but whose Hebrew name is Yahushua, because he is deliverer, to help us in these last days to return back to who we are, the children of Israel. So as you prepare your spirit to partake of the holy tongue of our forefathers, open your heart, your mind, and your soul, and receive these words in the ancient tongue of our forefathers, the tongue Lashawan Kodash, the holy tongue in the language of Hebrew. Shema, which means to listen. Shalom. Hayahawa, Hafapalau, the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever.
Hello?
Each and every day. So don't be scared, just be prepared. Come and sing a song.
Thank you, Uncle.
All right, I see you, pal. Appreciate it.
No problem.
I know it's hard, Israel. Trying to live right in this wicked kingdom. Our time is coming real soon.
It's been a long time, but it's coming real soon. It's gonna be okay, so I can't stop. I won't stop. Israel, don't stop. Everything that you're going through, suffering, trying to stay faithful in the truth. I know it's hard, but don't stop. Don't stop. Israel, don't stop. 'Cause when that day comes, when the chariots come in the sky, everybody's gonna know why. They gonna know he's gonna give us love. Yeah. In a minute we gon' be in the kingdom, yeah. You don't believe it, I don't really care. I can't wait to see it, I just wanna be there. Israel, if you're with me, let me know you're with me, say yeah. When the chariots come in the sky, everybody's gonna know why. They gon' know he's gonna give us all. We're the chosen ones. We gon' get the kingdom, yeah. Our enemies gonna pay. Yeah, they're gonna pay. I wanna see that day. Oh, the chosen ones. We gon' get the kingdom, see the Savior. When I see the Savior in front of me, oh, what I'm gonna do, I don't know. I'm so happy that I don't know my knees are there. I throw my hands in the air to oh, sweet home. In the land of Israel where we belong. Oh, then we can sing the songs of Zion, y'all. Oh, what a happy day. That's what I'm waiting for, yeah. When the chariots come in the sky, when they come, everybody's gonna know why. He's gonna give us all. We're the chosen people. Oh, yeah. And our enemies gonna pay. And I wanna see that day. I wanna see it. He's gonna give us all. We're the chosen ones. We gon' get the kingdom, yeah. See, the Bible says that it's a righteous thing to recompense tribulation to those that trouble you. We gon' get the kingdom, yeah. After everything they did, we gon' get them back and then we gon' get the kingdom, yeah. I know some of y'all don't like that, but that's the truth, oh yeah.
Okay, shalom, shalom, shalom. We're going to thank everybody for joining us on another edition of, I guess we would call this Bible study or Bible class with Banabad. You know what I'm saying? I think you have the show on, come on your side. So you may have to turn the show off.
I have the show on my side.
Yeah, I can hear my echo.
Let me see.
Or you have your speaker
I
on
don't-
or something. Now I can't hear myself. So you're good. All right.
Wait, do you hear yourself now?
Nope. A little, very, very, very faint. Very faint. So you're good. I just don't want the echo. That's cool. You're all good to
I was
go.
asking because I'm on my headphones right now.
Oh, that's why.
Why?
I can still hear the little echo. But you should be good. You should be good. I think we're good. I just didn't want, as we do the show, the echo's there. But all you got to do is, whenever you're reading, then bring your mic in. And then when I'm talking, just mute. I think if we do
Okay,
that, you might be good to go. Cool.
Okay, I'm muting right now. Yep.
Should be good to go. Okay. We're going to pretty much get going. We're going to go ahead and do this class on, let me put my chat on real fast. All right. People chat. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Kylie, you're heard. They can hear you on there. Everything is clear. We're all good to go. You know, we're going to go ahead and just get started. We're going to thank everybody for joining us, you know, on a Wednesday night. We're doing Wednesday, I don't know if you want to call it Bible, maybe you call it Bible study, but, you know, the goal is to just be able to read. I can hear air in the background of somebody's. Now, can you mute yours too, man?
I'm sorry?
Can you mute yours too while I'm talking?
Yeah, I will. We'll see.
There we go. Thank you. There you guys go. So what I wanted to say was, you know, we wanted to, you know, take the Wednesday night. Now I don't want to. I'm trying to do more of a. I guess you would call it a Bible study. You know what I'm saying? We want to take topics and stories of the Bible. We want to read over them. And the thing I'm reading for is information that we may have missed when we got the story. You know, I'm coming from a religious background, and I read or I was told about a patriarch of the Bible. Now, in reading the story, whatever was left out in the information that I received, if something was left out, now I'm able to read it so that I could get those things for myself out of the story from the Bible, rather than just being left with my understanding of what that topic was about, right? So the reason I picked Noah, last week we read about Susanna, and it was very good. You know what I'm saying? And then we went on into the class on a bearing false witness and how that's against the Father, because these are things that we're not taught that are wrong, right? So when I'm going here, I'm reading about Noah, and we're going to read Genesis chapter 6, chapter 7, 8 and 9, because 10 goes into the Most High and him repopulating the earth, or not. Oh yeah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So I want to go ahead and just stick to these three. Genesis chapter 6. We'll start at verse we'll start at verse 1. Right. Genesis chapter 6, verse 1. Genesis chapter 6, verse 1 through, and then 7, and then 8, and then 9. I think that's where we'll end it tonight, if we can get to all of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure we can, because the chapters aren't that long, but, you know, we can pull as much information out of every chapter and be able to, for those that have heard the story, then, and even on my readers, if you've heard the story, then what that does is that helps you. You got to mute. What that does for the readers, which have read it, I'm looking for, okay, what you knew about the story, or if you heard about this story, what information was given that you may have not known, or that the audience may have not known. And our keys are to be able to learn something new that we didn't learn before. And that's what I probably want us to focus on, is to be able to go in these stories and find something about it that I didn't know before. Now, there are other books that can be gone to that we won't go into. Like, you can go and read about the flood in the Josephus, but we're not venturing there, you know. I know from the dictionary to everything else, there are other sources that can be gone to, and if, you know, I like it, especially from Makshaba, if there's something that, as we're reading, that you wanted to add in, that hit me in the chat. I don't have my phone on me, so the chat is what I'm using to kind of pull from, so that we can be able to get as much of a picture of what we're about to go over. So what we're reading about is the Most High destroying the earth, and after him destroying it, the Most High coming back and replenishing or rebuilding the earth that he created, right? That's what we're going to go into now. And we can start with Kyle. Kyle, I'm going to have you read Genesis chapter 6, okay? And then I'm going to have Nawathan reading Genesis chapter 7, all right? So now you can unmute, Kyle. Genesis chapter 6.
What did you say? Genesis chapter 6, verse 1?
Yep, verse 1, and you can read the whole chapter, okay?
Okay. Genesis chapter 6, verse 1. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of the Most High saw the daughters of men, that they were fair.
Stop right there for 1 second.
Okay.
Now, as we go into this now, remember we're reading Noah. We're reading after Adam, after the nation of Adam and Eve, after that creation had already went through. I know Mashapa went through an extensive class on creation, Genesis chapter 1. You know what I'm saying? So this is after that, after the Garden of Eden, after we had been kicked out of the Garden of Eden because Adam and Eve had broken the commandments of the Father. All right? So this is all the way after that. And now we're dealing with men, and we're dealing with just mankind on the earth, right? And it says that the sons of the Most High saw the daughters of men, that they were fair. Go ahead, Kai.
Sorry, that was Genesis chapter 6, verse 2. That the sons of the Most High saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Most High said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of the Most High came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. And the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repent the Most High that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Most High said, I will destroy man, whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them.
No, stop there, Kai. It's bad
Okay.
that you're looking at this, right? Because as we're reading this story, we're looking at the father had gotten to that point that he had enough of the wickedness that he's seen on the earth, right? Reading about him to that point that he said, man, he watched men follow every wicked imagination. Something similar to what's going on today. It's less about righteousness, but you look at people from the things that they choose to give themselves to everything else. They have given themselves to every wicked imagination that they can think of. Hold on real quick.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. It's just the TV was kind of loud. But I wanted to go here and show that you look at we're reading, and before I go into the giants on the earth and everything else, because you can go to the book of Baruch and you can read about, those angels, those giants, those are, sons of the Most High. You can read about all that in like the book of Jasper. You can read about it in the book of Baruch. But instead of me focusing on those points, I have to focus on the fact that the Father had gotten to a point that our wickedness or our negativity had gotten so great that he ended up, okay, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I can't take this no more in my mind. I can't watch the things that are going on in the world today. I can't watch that anymore. So he decided it was time to destroy the earth with water, right? Or to destroy the earth now, destroy the men. I like the point he said. He said he was going to destroy he was destroying man whom he have created from the face of the earth. Not the earth, but he was going to destroy mankind that lived upon the earth. He says, both man and beast and the creeping things and the fowl of the air. It says, for it repented me that I made them. So you start looking at this and you're like, man, if we're, I'm loving what we're reading, because you can hear a lot of theories, like you have the Big Bang Theory and how mankind was brought by evolution, and you get all these things that are thrown out there. But if you can look at a story where a scenario better, where the Father said He created everything, and then I destroyed everything. There's not there's not an animal that you can say, well, this animal is extinct. Because you don't see it doesn't mean it's extinct. You know what I'm saying? You have the bones of you have the bones from dinosaurs. You haven't seen anything evolve into another dinosaur, right? You see the bones of apes, and you haven't seen one ape turn to a man. None of it. This is just foolishness that we have been believed that this theory holds weight. Because I don't want to give honor to the Heavenly Father. I want to be able to say, well, this was a theory that hold weight because we watched a tadpole evolve or some foolishness to that nature. But as we're reading this now, we're reading the power of the Father, and that even in His great power, the Most High showed mercy in that great power. He showed mercy to what He created. Read verse 8 now, Kyle. Verse 8.
Verse 8. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Most High. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations. And Noah walked with the Most High. And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Go ahead.
The earth also was corrupt before the Most High, and the earth was filled with violence. And the Most High looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And the Most High said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits. The breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits.
You understand that? It says the length of the ark. It's giving you the dimensions of this ark, right? The length of it, the height of it, and the breadth of it, right? He said he told him to make the ark of gopher wood, right? He told him to he said it says rooms shall thou make in the ark. So all this was built. Can you hear me? Yeah. All this was built. These were the specific instructions of the Most High. Now, you know, I like it when we're reading, because the reason the Bible mentioned Noah, Moses said he found grace. And said, but Noah found grace in the eyes of the Most High. He said in his generation, in Noah's time, he was a just man and perfect in his generation. And Noah walked with the Most High, right? So you looked at Noah was living his life, fighting every day to keep the commandments of the Most High, live righteously in a time that it was a place of being so corrupted. People that didn't follow the Most High where you could have turned to that, you chose to still be upright in the eyes of the Most High. Right? Go ahead. Where you at, Kyle? Verse 16.
Verse 16. A window shalt thou make to the ark, and in a cubit shalt thou finish it above.
Read.
And the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof. With lower, second, and third stories shalt thou make it.
It's a big
And
ark.
behold, sorry.
I'm sorry, God. I was just saying, it's a big ark. That ark had the lower deck. It had a second floor. Even had a third floor. Right? He said, this is how you was going to make it. Go ahead. And behold, verse 17.
Verse 17. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth, to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. From under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die.
Wow. Read.
But with thee will I establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou and thy sons, and thy wife, and thy sons' wives with thee, and of every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort shalt thou bring into the ark, to keep them alive with thee. They shall be male and female.
Read.
Of fowls after their kind, and of cattle after their kind, of every creeping thing of the earth after his kind, 2 of every sort shall come into thee, to keep them alive. And take thou unto thee of all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee, and it shall be for food. It shall be for food for thee and for them. Thus did Noah, according to all that the Most High commanded him, so did he.
So it's bad how he's pointing this out, right? Because when I grew up in church, when the story of Noah was told, this is exactly how I was told, that the instructions of the Father was for Noah to go out and bring animals in 2 by 2 to keep them alive, right? So, and to take unto thee of all food that is eaten. So for every animal, he also had to bring in the food that animal ate, right? So that these animals didn't eat each other. So if you had the lions and the tigers, they didn't eat the llama and the gazelle. You know what I'm saying? Because you needed that male and female gazelle to preserve that species, right? If it's the creeping things, he had to go out, and if you're trying to preserve the wolf, you got the wolf with the sheep. That's their natural food. So how do we preserve the sheep? So there had to be food that was brought in for the wolf to be able to eat in this time that they're on the ark. So they weren't allowed to eat one another. They had to have the food enough for them to eat, for every species of animal to be able to eat. It says,
That was the end of chapter 6.
that was the end of it, right?
Yes.
So you got to look at the task that was set before Noah. And that's what we're kind of reading about. We're reading about him, the story. So we get all of the understanding to it. Now, if Noah was supposed to go out and get food for the animals, what did Noah eat? Any idea? No. So from what we've read so far, it doesn't tell us what Noah ate, right? It just tells what Noah was commanded to do. He was commanded to build the ark. He was commanded to go out and get the animals, male and female, and he was supposed to get them food so they could be able to eat. Right? Anything else I'm missing? You know, I like this too, man. The Most High said he was letting Moses know, I am going to flood the earth with water. I am going to bring a flood of water upon the earth to destroy all flesh. So whatever mankind was then, not mankind, but whatever nations and nationalities and civilization was then, the Father was so sick of the wickedness of that civilization, he went ahead and killed all of them, only saving Noah, his wife, Noah's 3 boys, and their wives. Those are the only ones that were saved. 8 people were saved on the earth, and the rest of civilization on the earth was destroyed by water. So when you start going this now, you start getting the full picture of what happened during the time of Noah, chapter 2, all right? Or I'm sorry, chapter 7. Who's got that? No, you there? Chapter 7?
Genesis chapter 7 and verse 1.
You got to speak up just a little bit.
Genesis chapter 7 and verse 1. And the Lord said unto Noah, Come thou and all thy house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation.
Uh-huh.
Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by sevens, the male and his female, and of beasts that are not clean by 2,
So
the
there was
male
that was the
and his female.
I'm stopping you just for a second, Othan, because that is a bit of information that being that when the churches was not taught. It wasn't taught that when he brought beasts, when he brought animals in, the ones that were clean, saying, here you have to go to the law to be able to figure out what did the Father consider to be a clean and what he considered to be an unclean animal, right? He said, for every clean beast, it says, thou shalt take to thee by sevens, male and his female. It says, and the beasts that are not clean by 2. So you had 7 males, 7 females of clean. By unclean, they'd be 2, right? Why would I bring 7 males that were clean and 7 females that were clean? Because that was food. That's crazy. That means even the animals didn't just eat anything. Like you watch, there's a movie that is, I think, Exodus, right? And they be shot, not Exodus. It's Noah. It's called The Ark. It's Noah and the Ark, right? But you watch that movie, Noah, and they got, I think it's Russell Crowe in that movie or something, man. But they had the dude sneak on the ark. He came in the side gate or side window. He was able to bust into the ark, and he ended up killing a snake. And you like look at all these different, look at the movie, and you're like, you just seen the animals come onto the ark, but you didn't see, oh, there was clean. These were clean animals, and this is all of there's more of abundance of clean animals than it is unclean. Never was specific. None of the stories that we read, none of the things that we're told were ever that specific. Now we're reading specifically how this was done, right? So, of every clean beast, thou shalt be to thee by 7, the male and his female. It says, and the beasts that are not clean to thee, the male and by 2, the male and his female. Go ahead.
Of fowls also of the air by sevens, the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of all the earth.
So you look at all the animals were brought so that life would would be again built on earth, right? You know the birds. So you had birds that you ate, you had birds that you didn't eat. You had creeping things that were eaten and then things that they weren't eating. But all of these things was designed to keep life going again, to be able to rebuild the earth, right? Go ahead.
Verse 4, for yet 7 days will I cause it to rain upon the earth, 40 days and 40 nights.
He was telling them in 7 days. He said, no, when this had to be time Noah had completed the ark, I'm assuming, he let Noah know, okay, now in 7 days, it's going to start to rain. Go gather the animals. Everything's going, I'm letting you know in 7 days, I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. Go ahead.
And every living substance that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth.
Go ahead.
And Noah did according unto all that the Lord commanded him.
Read.
And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters was upon the earth.
Stop. How old was Noah?
Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters was upon the earth.
So he was this, even if it took him 100 years, you talk about a 500-year-old man building an ark, gathering the animals to come in to prepare for the flood. You have that, you know, it's a trip they were reading this. What was the lifespan of them back then? Long. You had men living 1,000 years to the point now that we go from this point, Noah was considered to be a young man or an adult at 600 years, going to start the whole world over. How long, bro, did the Most High watch this negativity go on? That's what we started looking at. But for Noah to be 600, like the Most High, man, Noah walked right in the eyes of the Most High for a long time. 600 years before the Most High destroyed the earth with water. Go ahead.
Of clean
Read
beasts.
6 again. Read 6 again. Read 6 again.
And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters was upon the earth.
Verse 7.
And Noah went in, and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him into the ark because of the waters of the flood.
Go ahead.
Of clean beasts and of beasts that are not clean, and of fowls, and of everything that creepeth upon the earth.
Read.
There went in 2 and 2 unto Noah into the ark, the male and the female, as God had commanded Noah.
So you look at, this is a story that we know about Noah. The animals going in 2 by 2, right? This definitely happened. Go ahead.
And it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the floods were upon the earth.
Damn, who's that? Hey, that TV's too loud. The fuck shit going on? Yeah. So it's way too loud. So we're taping. You there? What verse you at?
Verse
You're on
11.
You at verse 11?
Yes.
Yeah, verse 11. We'll read that.
In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 7th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up,
Go ahead.
and the windows of heaven were opened,
Read on.
and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights.
Uh-huh.
In the selfsame day entered Noah and Shem and Ham and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the three wives of his sons.
Hold on one second. I'm sorry, read that again.
Genesis 7, verse 13. In the selfsame day entered Noah and Shem and Ham and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the three wives of his sons with them, into the ark. They and every beast after his kind, and all the cattle after their kind, and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth after his kind, and every fowl after his kind, and every bird of every sort. Verse 15. And they went in unto Noah into the ark, two and two of all flesh, wherein is the breath of life.
Go ahead.
And they that went in, male and female of all flesh, as God hath commanded him. And the Lord shut him in.
So the Most High closed the door on them, right? They went in, the rain was coming, they went in, and the Most High shut the door. Go ahead.
Verse 17. And the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased, and bare up the ark, and it was lifted up above the earth.
So it's like anything that you put on the water, any boat, the water got so high, it just lifted the boat started, the ark started to float. That's what you mean lifting it up. So by high, every mountain, everything, it floated on top where everything else drowned. Everything else sunk. Everything else was destroyed. So nobody could go and, okay, now I'm going to build a raft. We're going to chop some trees down and we're going to get on these trees. You know what's crazy? If you didn't prepare, there's no way that you could have prepared for all that water in 40 days. It rained for 40 days, and to the point that there was enough water for the earth, for the ark to float on top. That means that water came fast. What verse you had now done?
Verse 18.
Go ahead.
And the waters prevailed, and were increased greatly upon the earth. And the ark went upon the face of the waters. And the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth, and all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered.
I forgot what a cubit was. I'm going to look at it, man. I'm going to see if Shaba put that in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at what a cubit was, right? And we can look it up real fast. We can look at what is the length
15 inches.
of a cubit. How much?
A cubit is 18 inches.
So, Kyle, take your mic off. Come on. There you go.
Do you not hear me?
You got to take your mic off. You in the background.
I had muted. I was trying to say a cubit is how you measure 3 dimensions.
Oh, so you're saying, wait. Hold on a second. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Did you see the definition of it? Because he's got right here. He said a cubit is 18 inches. So you're talking about a cubit is like a little less than a yard? Now that's what you're saying?
About 1.5 feet.
Yeah, Kashar. Go ahead. Okay.
So about 18 inches, 45, 46 centimeters for the standard common cubit, though a longer royal or sacred cubit would measure 20.5 to 22 inches.
So if it was 15 cubits, right? What's 15 times 18? And then we can try to get that in.
270.
That's 270.
So it's like 270 arms.
Yeah. Damn. So that. So how many feet? So that's how many feet?
I was going to apologize. Shar is right. I just looked at the definition
of cube. Yeah. Look at feet. How many feet is in a yard?
There's 3 feet in a yard. So if we're going by the 15, a 1.5 feet, which is 15 inches, that would mean it's 1.5 feet or 1.5. So if you measure let me clear this here.
There you go.
So if you take 1.5 times, you said what?
1.5 by, what was the number that you gave, Sean?
270.
270? 270 inches.
Here I go, please.
Where the algebra geek, the algebra scholar is at? Because we want to know how many feet a person would have to swim. Yeah, how high the water went over the highest mountain. So you look at the highest mountain. We'd like it to say it's Mount Everest. The water went 200 inches higher than that mountain. So there was no high land that you could go to, high ground. So even if you got to the highest mountain, you had to now. You're two Olympic pools. Speak up a little bit. You're what?
2 Olympic pools depths down from the tallest peak.
Right.
Because the Olympic pool goes from, I think, 12 to about 12 feet deep, maybe more, depending on the pool.
Okay.
So 2 Olympic, and if you dive down, if you ever dove down about 12 feet, it's a real dive.
Yeah, that shit goes way down, right? So
maybe I think it may not be an Olympic pool. There's some pools, some regular pools that go down to like 10, 11 feet, depending on where you're at. When you go back.
Right.
The Olympic pool is deeper.
You said Noah's. Somebody put in there. Click, please. You have to mute. It says
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but you're not muting though.
No, I know. I've been trying to say something.
Take your head. Maybe you gotta take your headphone off so that you can just talk into your mic. But go ahead,
my mic is my headphones.
Oh.
Well, I was trying to say, did you know that if you have a 25-foot pool, in order to swim 1 mile in that pool, you got to swim 70 laps?
So is that length or depth? Like going down? Yeah, we're talking about
25 feet, regardless. A lap is back and back and then forth.
Okay.
And I only know this because I was trying to look up how what's the equivalent. That's the equivalent of running like 4 miles.
I like this. When somebody said 6 cubits is a span of approximately 9 feet and 3 inches. So I'm looking at this, and you start painting the picture that this is how far underwater. That's what we're bringing out, right? It was like you could stand up on your tiptoes on the top, the highest mountain, and still breathe, right? Like you watch the movies like Tomorrow and everything else, where you watch they were able to go to a mountain or in a storm. If anything got flooded, they tell you go to high ground, right? So now, for anyone to be saved, you had to be on that ark because there was no high ground that you could go to that would still not drown you.
It's pretty much you're still 20 feet deep, or 20, 25 feet, or 24 feet deep from the highest point of the world.
Right.
That even if you get to like Everest, you still have to dive down 20 like
Yeah,
25 feet
right.
to get to
The tip of Everest. And I
you
like, and then somebody put I like this. Now, Don said Mount Everest is, was it 29,032, is that feet high?
Feet.
So that's the top of Mount Everest. And then now you done climb that. But the water's still, right. Yeah, we saw that 18 inches. But even at that point, you still had, what we saying? Another 50, 20, what percent? Oh, there, 22. There you go. 22 feet. You still had 22 feet. 15 cubits, you had 22 feet. And you still had to now be able to try to stand up so that you can try to get some air so that you don't drown. So nobody was going to survive that. And the ark floated over all of it. That means they couldn't even see the top of the mountains. That's how much water was there. They couldn't see. You can't see 22 feet down. Hell, even the 12 feet, you barely see the bottom. You see kind of the glare of it, but you cannot.
In clear water, yeah, but in actual water, you won't see.
You ain't gonna see that. So you look at how much rain was on the earth, right? Now let's go back. Who was? Did you finish yours now, Thug?
Well, I was doing a little calculation here just to give you a definition, an idea. If you take the lowest, somebody got a calculator, write it down. If you got 29, this is 1,000 what?
32.
32, and you add another 20. Let's say round it up to 23 feet.
Okay.
That gives you 29,055 feet. Now, the lowest point on Earth is the Dead Sea. That is 1,444 feet. Okay, so if you subtract that, that's 8, 7, 2, 10 from 6. There you go. That's 27,611 feet of water that was on the earth. And that's just from land. That's not talking about going all the way down into the depths of the ocean.
Right, right. You know, it's crazy. Somebody put on here too. It said they put Noah's Ark. It says the ark was 300 cubits long. That means it stretched 450 feet long. It says that is longer than a whole football field.
Yeah.
400 feet long. Yeah, how long is the? Yeah, yeah,
It was only about
100 feet. So you're looking at you're looking easy at four football fields long. That's how big the ark was. And we're not talking about the depth. Okay, I got you. That's not talking about the depth. That's not talking about everything else. That's just showing you. And this thing floated above the mountains. So we can only imagine. It's funny that we look at stories, a person will look at the Bible and say, well, that was made up. Well, this is fictional. You know what I'm saying? Until you have somebody go to the area that they said that the ark rested, and then you literally see the anchor stones that were used for the ark. And you realize, man, you know what? The flood did happen. You realize that Noah in that time wasn't fictional. Now you have to let it charge. It's died. Gotta let it charge. Okay. He said you realize that the stories aren't fictional and that this truly did happen. So whatever civilization was then, you ain't find none of it because none of it existed. Too much water. The Most High destroyed everything by water. Where we at? You finished yours now, Thon?
Genesis chapter 7, verse 21. And all flesh died that moved upon the earth, both of fowl and of cattle and of beast and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth.
So
And
even the birds, right? So even the birds, they couldn't fly high enough to escape the water, right? Because you look at some birds can't fly at a certain altitude. Some only could go so high, even the birds didn't make it. The only things that survived were what was on the ark that the Most High protected. Go ahead. What verse you at?
Verse 22. All in whose nostrils was the breath of life, of all that was in the dry land, died.
It says 22 said it. Read that again. Read 21 again, okay?
Right.
And then 22.
And all flesh died that moved upon the earth, both of fowl and of cattle, and of beast, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man.
Read on.
All in whose nostrils was the breath of life, of all that was in the dry land, died.
Damn, that means remember, we went over Genesis chapter 1, where he said he breathed into man his nostrils the breath of life. Man became a living spirit. So everyone that had the knowledge, not the knowledge, but everyone that was given life, they died. Everything that was given life and named died, except for what was saved in the ark. Go ahead.
And that would include insects and bugs as well.
All of it. Everything that was given life, that was created and given life, the Most High destroyed it all. Read on.
Verse 23. And every living substance was destroyed, which was upon the face of the ground, both man and cattle, and the creeping things and the fowl of the heaven.
So it answers your question, right? Everything. All the creeping things, all the birds, men, cattle, all destroyed. Go ahead.
And they were destroyed from the earth.
Read.
And Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark.
See, that's what we just got through saying, right? Everybody, everything that he created, he destroyed except for Noah, his family, their wives, his sons, wives, and the animals that were brought into the ark. Read.
Verse 24. And the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days.
The water prevailed on the earth how long?
150 days.
So we look at the way they put the movie together and the way the story was told. It was like they just wasn't. It rained 40 days and 40 nights, but the water stayed at the height it was. The water stayed on the earth for 150 days. I don't remember that in the. It's only 3. It's just that it's still dead, 3%. I don't remember that story being told when I got the story when I was in church. I didn't know nothing about the 150 days. I knew it rained 40 days and 40 nights. Then they sent out the raven, not the raven, I'm sorry, the dove, and he brought back an olive branch. They said they was on that water for 150 days. What you gonna say, Dalton?
Well, I was just going to ask a question.
Right.
Do you think that the reason there was 7 clean was because they don't bear as many young as unclean animals? For example, a pig can have a litter of 13 or 14 young ones, while a horse may have 1, or a sheep or a goat may have 1. So to repopulate the earth with 7 clean animals would take, or with just 2 clean animals would take a lot longer than just that it would with 7.
No, I was going to say the Most High did it that way because that was food. The clean animals were for food. That's the way it's no, it's not ready. That was the way they were going to be able to eat for this time. So, I mean, the Most High said, my thoughts are not your thoughts. Neither are my ways your ways, said the Lord. So at that time that we're reading, the intent of what he did or how he did it, there's no way to speculate, well, this is what he may have been thinking that's the mindset. You know, it could be no different than I had you get more of this clean animal so that number one, you guys can eat now. Noah, y'all family, y'all can eat because there are clean animals to eat because the law was for you guys. These are the animals that I said that you can eat. So I made sure that it was abundant enough animals there that are clean so that you guys could eat. And now that we understand, if it rained 40 days and 40 nights, but you were but the water was still on the earth 150 days, the Most High still made sure that there was enough so that they would be able to survive, but he could now still accomplish what it was he was set out to do. Stop, man. That he was going out to do. And that was to repopulate the earth. So I'm not going to go deeper into it. You know what I'm saying? Truthfully, we look at this and we're able to see the power of the Most High. We're able to see that when we look at stories and we're getting the story, it's from the bits and pieces that we've gotten. We didn't really go read it so that we would get more out of it. Like the scripture says, seek ye out the book of the Lord and read, right? It says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our time and strength of our salvation. So the more that we do know, we can understand how the Father does things. That even in, even in the fact that I was going to go about and he was destroying the whole earth with water, I still left a way for Noah and his family to still keep my commandments, still live righteously in a situation where I'm destroying the earth. Because if you think about it, if he was going to destroy it anyway, what difference would it make what they ate or didn't eat? Because you got a lot of people now, like when you read, I think it said Matthew, he said you had people that was married and giving the marriage. He said all the way up to the time when the doors was being closed and the Most High was going to destroy the earth by water. And that's in Matthew. So you had no one preparing, no one doing anything to be about righteousness. They was more about indulging in this, indulging in marriage, partying. They was doing everything but focusing on what the Most High was going to come back and do to this earth. Because I think you could read in the Josephus where the Most High was definitely, when Noah was warning the people that this is going to happen. Y'all got to repent. Y'all got to get in order. But it wasn't none of that. It was just living our lives until the doors of the ark were closed. And that water started and never stopped. For them, it never stopped because they died, right? We only know that it stopped because we're reading about it. And the Most High took those 8 people and then went about and replenished the earth. So that's the only reason we know about this story. Because there truly wouldn't have been anyone left on the earth to be able to record this. From there, let's go to Genesis 8 now, right? Let's not kill our time too bad. We go to Genesis chapter 8. Char's going to read 8, 1 through, yeah. You read the whole chapter 8. Yeah, there we go. And then we read 9, okay?
Genesis chapter 8, verse 1 says, And the Most High remembered Noah.
Yes, we got,
And the Most High remembered Noah and every living thing and all the cattle that was with him in the ark. And the Most High made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters assuaged. Right?
The waters did what?
Assuaged.
Assuaged.
The fountains also. You want to look that up?
Yeah, somebody can look that up, man, so we can understand what did the winds do. Gotta be careful. Stop picking at that. It says the Most High made a wind to pass over the water, and the waters assuaged. Here they come. Is it coming? Yeah, I'm gonna give it a second, man. Kai, you got?
Yeah, I got a definition. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, assuage in the Bible, translated from the Hebrew sakak, literally means to sweeten or soften down.
How do you spell it?
It's ASSUAGE.
No, that's not it.
W.
It's not it.
The W. The one you should be looking for is ASSWAGED.
I don't know why I'm set to biblical. I'm looking at the biblical definition.
That's what we want.
So you said it's ASSWAGE?
WAGED.
Here, sit.
I don't see anything that has a W. It's really spelled Assuage.
Okay.
Just try a
I'm looking. I'm reading the same. What? Oh, I see assuaged.
See it?
Yeah, I mean it's spelled like that in the Bible, but when I spell it on the computer, it just keeps coming back as.
says means
To lessen, subside, or to calm down. It describes
physical forces or deep emotional pain, losing their strength and fading away.
So the water would have started to calm down. The rain would have started to calm down, is what he's trying to look and see. So read that again.
It says, and the Most High remembered Noah.
Speak up a little bit.
And the Most High remembered Noah, every living being.
You got to mute it, Kai. Mute, Kai.
And all the cattle.
Sorry, I'm going back to the thing.
With him in the ark. And the Most High made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters assuaged or calmed down.
Go ahead.
The fountains also of the deep and the windows of heaven were stopped.
So the rain stopped. Good. The rain stopped. Go ahead.
It says, and the rain from heaven was restrained, and the waters returned from off the earth continually. And after the end of the 150 days, the waters were abated.
The water was what?
Abated.
It was. It
went down.
It went down. Right. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And the ark rested in the seventh month, and on the seventh day of the 7th month, upon the mountains of the Ararat, and the waters decreased continually until the 10th month. And in the 10th month, on the first day of the 10th month, were the tops of the mountains seen.
Go ahead.
And it came to pass at the end of 40 days that Noah opened the windows of the ark which he had made, and he sent forth a raven, which went forth to and fro until the waters were dried up from off the earth. Bye, Ollie. Good night. You right behind her.
You're about to be right behind her, yeah. Go ahead, read on.
Verse 8. And I can't think. Verse 8. Also, he sent forth a dove from him to see if the waters were abated from off the face of the ground. But the dove found no rest for the sole of her foot, and she returned unto him into the ark, for the waters were on the face of the whole earth. Then he put forth his hand and took her and pulled her in unto him into the ark.
That's bad, because you know what he said. He sent forth the raven. He said he sent forth the raven, which went forth, right, to and fro. It says until the water was dried up from off the earth. So you look at the raven, it just kept flying. It flied out there till the water. It was a strong bird, right? But you had the raven, he sent. Then he came back and he sent the dove. He sent the dove forth to see if the water was abated from off the face of the ground. It says, but the dove found no rest for the soles of her feet, and she returned unto the ark. It says, for the water were on the face of the whole earth.
So the water had gone down.
Right. It was still there. The dove couldn't find a place to stop, put her feet down. Right? Go ahead. So she came back. Read. Verse 12.
Verse 12. And he stayed yet other 7 days and sent forth the dove.
So he sent the dove back out again, right? Go ahead.
Which returned not again into him anymore.
Read.
And it came to pass in the 601st year, in the first month, and the first day of the month, that the waters were dried up from off the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark and looked, and behold, the face of the ground was dry.
Hold on. Now you look at you can look at some stories and some version of this, and I think they'll say that the dove brought back a branch, like an olive leaf or an olive branch, right? So you start reading this, you're like, wait a minute. She went out the first time, and it said she brought anything back. It said she came back. 7 days later, he sent the dove out again. He said the dove didn't come back. So there wasn't an olive branch or a twig in her mouth that she brought back to him to let him know that the water was gone. He was able to look down and see that the dry land. He said he looked down and saw the dry land, right? He said Noah removed the cover of the ark and looked. He didn't look at a branch. He didn't look at the bird flew into the ark. He said he looked, and behold, the face of the ground was dry. Read on, verse 14.
Verse 14. And in the second month, on the 7th and the 20th day of the month, was the earth dried. And the Most High spake unto Noah, saying, Go forth of the ark,
Leave the ark, read on,
thou and thy wife and thy sons' wives with thee. Bring forth with thee every living thing that is with thee, of all flesh, both of fowl and of cattle, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, that they may breed abundantly in the earth, and be fruitful, and multiply upon the earth.
read on.
And Noah, verse 18, and Noah went forth, and his sons, and his wives, and his sons' wives with him, every beast, every creeping thing, and every fowl, and whatsoever creepeth upon the earth, after their kinds, went forth out of the ark.
So I'm liking, no, it's not. It's not. It's still red, but it'll be a little bit. It's going to die a little. Here. So you start looking at this, and you like, when you look at versions of this story, when you look at the dove with the olive branch, supposed to be the symbol of peace, and that was made up. That was fictional. What we're reading now, this is the what was written down from Noah to Shem, Ham, Japheth, passed down generation to generation, to the fact that we have it in the Bible now. But when you start looking at versions of this story, and you start looking at, well, maybe we didn't read the Bible so that we could see what was written. We kind of got this version from, you said he sent the dove 3 times, right? Where'd you see that at now, Don? What verse is that in? The first time he sent a raven, then after the raven, we go back up a little bit, right?
In verse 7, he sent a raven.
Right.
Verse 8, he sent a dove.
Right.
Right. And then in verse 11, or verse 10, he sent a dove.
Right.
Okay. And it came back with the olive leaf.
No.
And
no,
verse 12.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'm so sorry, man.
I never seen the raven, though. The first time reading it, I forgot about the raven.
He said that because he missed it. He jumped over. He said he sent the dove out of the ark, and the dove came. He said the dove came. Yeah, let's read it again. My fault. I'm glad we caught that now, done, because I'm listening to the story. But that's why we got to read along so we're able to catch. He did pluck that olive leaf bunch. Read that. Let's read 10 again now. Let's read it clear. Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 8, verse 10. And he stayed yet other 7 days. And again he sent forth the dove out of the ark.
So first time he sent the dove out, the dove came back, right? It had nothing. So The second time he sent the dove out, 7 days later, I sent the dove out, and then what happened?
And the dove came in to him in the evening.
So in the evening, we didn't read that part, right? We left that out. It said the dove came back in the evening and did what?
And lo, in her mouth was an olive leaf, pluck it off.
There you go. So the olive leaf that they tell us in that story, that part is correct, right? The part was correct because Noah sent the dove out the second time. Now, I didn't know that there was a second time on the dove either. I knew about the raven when I went to church. I knew about the dove, but I didn't know that they sent the dove out once. The dove came back and they sent the dove out again. The dove came back with an olive leaf plucked off. Go ahead.
So Noah knew that the waters were abated from off the earth.
So that's what let Noah know that the water was low enough that you can now see vegetation. You can now, there was earth. There might have been a mountain. The dove landed somewhere. No different than the raven didn't come back. You probably ended up landing somewhere. But we ain't going to speculate. We're going to read and see what the scriptures say, right? Go ahead.
Verse 12. And he stayed yet other 7 days.
So he went 7 days again. Go ahead.
And sent forth the dove.
And then he sent the dove out again. There you go, now it's done. He sent the dove 3 times then, right? And sent forth the dove. Go ahead.
Which returned not again unto him anymore.
So this time the dove didn't come back. The dove made a home wherever he was. Or he died, one or the other. But we're not going to speculate. We're just going to go about the story. So good catch, now done. It was 3 times that the dove was sent out, right? Go ahead.
Verse 13, and it came to pass in the 601st year, in the first month, the first day of the month, the waters were dried up from off the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark, and looked, and behold, the face of the ground was dry. And in the second month, on the 7th day, on the 7th and 20th day, 20th day of the month, was the earth dry. And the Most High spake unto Noah, saying, Go forth of the ark, thou and thy wife and thy sons wives with thee. Bring forth with thee every living thing that is with thee, of all flesh, both of fowl and of cattle, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and that they may breed abundantly in the earth, and be fruitful and multiply upon the earth.
Now, listen, I want you to read verse 20. We read verse 20, and we're gonna correct ourselves after we read verse 20. Because earlier I said, well, what did Noah eat? And we looked at the story and we said, well, if he bought clean of male and female clean animals, he brought them for food. But the Most High told Noah to go out and get food. He told him to get food, so there was already food, right? But when you read the story, you can find out what were the clean beasts or the clean fowls for. Genesis 8 and verse 20.
And Noah builded an altar unto the Most High.
He built a what?
An altar unto the Most High.
Go ahead.
And took of every clean beast.
He took what?
Of every clean beast.
He took of every clean beast. Go ahead.
And of every clean fowl, and offered burnt offerings unto the altar.
He did what?
And offered burnt offerings unto the altar.
So what did he do with those clean animals?
He sacrificed them.
He sacrificed them to the Most High. He sacrificed them to the Most High. That would have been the purpose of those clean animals. On top of the food and everything else. And we kind of have to be there. Scripture said that we know in part, so we prophesy in part. So we'd have to have a clearer picture of what was the food that Noah got. We know that it was clean animals because the Most High had him get clean animals. The Most High distinguished what was clean and what was unclean. Now, this is bad that we're reading this in Genesis, because for there to have been the Most High making a difference between clean and unclean, we got the law in Leviticus. Is when we know we go to Leviticus and we can read the law of what's clean and unclean. During the time of Moses, I'm sorry, y'all. During the time of Moses gave Israel the law when we came up out of Egypt. But if during the time of Noah, there had to have been a law where the Most High showed him what was clean and what was unclean to him. So when we look at the Father taking and righteousness being given to us, that law, what was righteous in the eyes of the Father, was established during Adam's time. Righteousness was established during creation. All the way up to Noah, I destroyed the earth because of their wickedness. The only way you have sin is transgression of the law. You guys, the thoughts in your mind was negative. The thoughts in their mind were wicked. So the Most High destroyed the earth. It was the way we lived. So I say that because even in subconscious circles, there'll be this argument about the law. Well, we're not under the law. And if we look at this, there's never been a time that we have not been under a law. The Most High's had that since creation. I've had a way that you guys were expected to live and not live. And because you didn't live the way I expected y'all to live, I destroyed the earth. Right, that's what you're saying. No, it's done. We're talking about the offering of Cain and Abel. God. But you understand what I'm making is that there's the Most High showing down the things that he did then and how he destroyed, and we're able to look and see the rainbow, and we're able to look and see the pillars or the anchors. They even found the ark. If you can now see that that's real, you know that the water was real. Now you know the power of the Most High is real. So when you play with life and you don't live right, the same outcome that came to them is going to be the same outcome that come with us. But the Father's now not going to destroy the earth by water anymore. This time, I'm going to destroy it by fire. So you're talking about a lake of fire. You're talking about something you can't escape. They couldn't escape the water. We're not going to be able to escape this fire if we don't learn to live right. Right? But the Most High is going to have a way like he had for Noah to escape. He's going to have a way for the righteous that he chooses to escape. Our job is to learn to live righteously so we can escape whatever punishment the Father got coming to this earth. From there, did you finish your verse?
Not yet.
Finish your chapter.
Verse 21. And the Most High smelled a sweet savor. And the Most High said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground any more for man's sake.
He said, I won't hit it with water. I won't curse the ground anymore for what men have done. Read on.
For the imagination of man's heart is evil.
Is what?
Is evil.
Go ahead.
From his youth.
Read.
Neither will I again smite any more everything living as I have done, while the earth remaineth seed time and harvest and cold and heat and summer and winter and day and night shall not cease.
That means
while the earth remaineth seed time and harvest, cold and heat Summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease.
So it'll always have day and night. There's always going to be cold and when it's going to be seasons, right? There's always going to be seed time and harvest. The animals going to be there. They're going to reproduce. It's going to keep going the way it's supposed to. I'll never destroy it again for mankind's sake. But I'm going to destroy them. Right? That's powerful. Go ahead. What verse? What's chapter 9? Come on.
You want me to do chapter 9?
Yep. Can you do that?
Genesis chapter 9, verse 1. And the Most High blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, Be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish the earth. And the fear of you, and the dread of you, shall be upon every beast of the earth, upon every fowl of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, upon all and all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand are they delivered. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, even as the green herb have I given you all things. But flesh with the light thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat.
Now stop. That's powerful that you're reading that, right?
Mhm.
It says, I was going to give every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, even as the green herb. It says, have I given you all things, right? It's but flesh with the life thereof. It says, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. That means we weren't supposed to do what? We had to cook our food. We didn't eat raw meat. We didn't eat sushi. We didn't know raw meat. It was cooked. We didn't drink blood. So you're looking at all this, and you're like, man, there was even back then, there was a way the Most High wanted them to eat, prepare their food. But the Most High gave you every green herb. It says, have I given ye all things? Read on. Verse 5.
Verse 5. And surely your blood of your lives will I require. At the hand of every beast will I require it. And at the hand of man, at the hand of every man's brother will I require the life of man. Whoso sheddeth man's blood,
Whoso does what?
Sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed.
That means it's like if I kill somebody, then I'm going to be, by men, I'll be put to death. If I shed your blood, if I murder you, then by men, I'm going to now have to reap the consequences of that. There's still law and order to everything else during Noah's time. The Most High laid down how he wanted them to deal, how he wanted them to conduct themselves. Go ahead. And you. Read verse 6. Come on. Verse 6. Hello?
Sorry,
Hello?
I'm here. Verse 6. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of the Most High made he man.
Go ahead.
And you, be ye fruitful, and multiply. Bring forth abundantly in the earth, and multiply therein. And the Most High spake unto Noah, and to his sons with him, saying, And I, behold, I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl, of the cattle, and of every beast of the earth with you, from all that go out of the ark, to every beast of the earth.
Read on.
And I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood, neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth.
Wow. Go ahead.
And the Most High said, This is the token of the covenant, which I make between me and you, every living creature that is with you.
So
For
wait. This is the covenant that was made between the Most High and Noah, right? And his seed and his children, right? That the Most High wouldn't destroy the earth by water. Is that right? Is that right? Come on.
Yes,
Okay, keep reading.
to me and the earth. And it shall come to pass, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh.
So every time, so what is I will set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of the covenant between me and the earth, right? What is the bow that's in the clouds? Anybody?
A rainbow?
Right. The rainbow. And to this day, every time there's a storm, you see a rainbow. It ain't the Lucky Charm rainbow. It ain't the pot of gold at the end of the thing. That was the symbol, or that was the thing that was the Most High created, so that it would remind us of the covenant between the Most High and the earth. Go ahead. What verse you at?
I believe verse 15.
Go ahead.
And the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between the Most High and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. And the Most High said unto Noah,
Read 15 again. Kyle, read 15 again.
Verse 15.
Read that.
Verse 15. And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh.
So
the waters.
So the bow is what the Most High used to remind himself of what? The covenant between him and us, or him and mankind. Read on.
And the water shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between the Most High and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth.
Go ahead.
And the Most High said unto Noah, This is the token of the covenant, which I have established between me and all flesh that is upon the earth.
Go ahead.
And the sons of Noah that went forth of the ark were Shem and Ham and Japheth, and Ham is the father of Canaan.
Read.
These are the three sons of Noah, and of them was the whole earth overspread. And Noah began to be an husbandman, and he planted a vineyard.
So he became a farmer. You know what I'm saying? He became a farmer, and he planted a vineyard. Go ahead.
And he drank of the wine. And was drunken, and he was uncovered within his tent.
Keep reading.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And Ham and the father of Canaan saw the nakedness of his father.
It says, and Ham, the father of Canaan, did what?
Saw the nakedness of his father.
Right.
And told his two brethren without.
Go ahead.
And Shem and Japheth took a garment, and laid it upon both their shoulders, and went backward, and covered the nakedness of their father. And their faces were backward, and they saw not their father's nakedness. And Noah awoke from his wine, and knew what his younger son had done unto him. And he said, Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. And he said, Blessed be the Most High power of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. The Most High shall enlarge Japheth, and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. And Noah lived after the flood 350 years. And all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died.
Wow.
That's the end of chapter 9.
Nice. So you're looking at Noah, damn near dying, living almost 1,000 years, like right on the cut of 1,000 years. You read that, but you're also reading that story of all that they just watched, all that they experienced about of death and the whole world being wiped out because of the imagination and thoughts of their mind. What did Ham come back and do? Follow some shit in his head and didn't learn from what they had just went through. No different.
I got a question. Did Ham
Yep.
play a prank on his father, or
Yeah.
did he just witness his father naked in his drunkenness and then just
Right.
laugh about it?
I ain't gonna say he laughed, but he went and told them. But it was dishonor to see your father naked. You know what I'm saying? Because he could have just respected his father and just covered him or left. It's almost like watch somebody go to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Most of the time when you walk in with somebody in the bathroom, you don't stop and look. You excuse me, sorry about that. You close the door because I'm trying to give you. I'm respecting you. I'm giving you respect for your privacy. So in this spirit, the Most High, not Most High, but Noah cursed Canaan. Canaan was the son of Ham. That means he said, your curse is going to be your sons are going to be a servant to Shem and to Japheth. That's how deep that curse went. But it's where he let his mind go to. You just watch the Father do all that, all the people that died on the earth, and you still didn't learn. You still didn't see how serious the Father was about being upright and righteous. That makes sense, Kyle?
Yes.
Okay, con. So with that, man, I'm not going to drag on, man. We went through. I hope we learned a lot from the story, and like you said, that was it. That was all of it, right, Kyle?
We went through 6 through 10, so sorry, 6 through 9, so 4 chapters.
Yeah, 6 through 9, because 10 talks about it shows the generations of Noah, and then it shows the sons of Shem, and then like that. So I wanted to get to the heart of just reading that story so that we get a good outcome. You know, things that we learned. We learned there was 3 doves. The doves were sent out 3 times rather than just once. Yeah. You know, we learned that the Most High, at the end of it, the Most High had clean animals that he used to sacrifice to him. Things that we may not have heard if the story was told when we was in church, or the story was told if I was in Bible study or wherever it been. We're able to read now and see, okay, there was a little more to the story. The purpose of the rainbow. That was that reminder for the Father to be able to remind the Father that there is a covenant between me and mankind, that it'll never rain so much that the earth will be destroyed from it. Mankind will be destroyed from it. And he was like, I'm also not going to punish the earth for the dealings and the mindset and the wickedness of mankind. Good? So with that, man, we're going to thank everybody for joining us, man, for coming out. Yeah, it was 2 hours. Yeah, for coming out, man, and enjoying us, being with us, man. And we hope that we were, it was a good class. You know what I'm saying? I know we kind of, as we're reading, we're getting used to it a little bit because we're doing a little more reading. than just talking, but I'm also trying to, keep it going. So it's just not, we read through it, but we didn't stop and expound on this a little, or stop and expound on that a little. I'm hoping that we can keep reading, keep developing our understanding, and then building our knowledge of the Bible. And with that, we're going to thank everybody for joining, and we'll see everybody Friday night on Bible Breakdowns at Banabad. So I'm going to say shalom.
Shalom.
Here's another one for Israel. Do you know who you are? If I had
3 minutes.
Like Psalm 23, you lead me beside still waters. When my heart is weary, you restore my soul. Just like Isaiah 41 reminds me I don't have to fear. You're holding me close. Jeremiah 29 says, you have a future for me, a hope that's bigger than what I can see. Romans 8 tells me you're working all things together. Even my struggles have a purpose in your plan. I'm walking by faith, not by what I see. Standing on your promises, believing you'll carry me from the valley to the victory. Your word is alive in me. Joshua 1 says, be strong and courageous. Philippians 4 says I can do all things. Proverbs 3 tells me trust with all my heart. And Matthew 11 says bring my burdens to the King. Lamentation says your mercies are new every morning. John 14 says your peace remains. So I'll keep singing through every season, holding on to your name. We all carry something. Walking through life with a weight on my back, smiling on the outside, holding it intact. They say be strong, don't ever let it show. But even strong hearts get tired, you know. We all need a moment. We all need a hand, not just pressure to stand. Treat me gently, even when I act strong. I've been holding it together for way too long. Oh, treat me gently. You don't know my fight. I've been carrying this weight every day, every night. Yeah. Ladies need love too, not just strength all the time. Don't confuse independence with I'm always fine. And even the men, they got weight on their chests. Sometimes they need peace, they just need to rest. We all got battles we don't always show. A little kindness goes further than you know. Treat me gently, even when I act strong. I've been holding it together for way too long. Oh, treat me gently. You don't see it all, but I'm still standing tall, even when I fall. Be easy on me. Be easy on you. We all just trying to make it through. No need to hold it. Every little thing, a little love can heal everything. Yeah, treat me gently. That's all I'm asking. A little softness, don't